Well, you've been here before, but it's been a while. Game 1 of the WHL Championship Series. How are you feeling?
Well, we're super excited, and you're right, it's been a while. It's hard to remember last time how it felt. So it's great to get back. It's such a great organization and city, so I'm really lucky to be part of it.
How do you describe the atmosphere just around the team right now?
Well, it's exciting. None of the guys have been there before, so everybody's kind of wondering. So it's new, which is great too. You get lots of energy off that, and it's the same with the city. The fans haven't seen it for a while, so it's kind of one where I think we grew together with the city, and it's kind of fun for us to take a chance and walk together and see what we can do in the final.
We've asked you so much, probably about Gavin and whatnot, but what don't we see that's propelled him to this incredible career of his early on?
The thing about Gavin that's so unbelievable is how much he likes to win. People don't know that, and how much he cheers for his teammates. We've got clips where other guys do things on the ice, and Gavin is the first guy jumping up and cheering, the very first guy. You don't get that all the time in players, but he loves to see his teammates be successful. He likes to see the team being successful. So, and the other thing is he just loves to play. He can't help himself. He just loves to play. He wants to be on the ice the whole time. So it's good to have.
What's it like for you to see that streak creep up into CHL record territory?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I don't think about those things very much. I was aware every game, though, if he had his point or not. There wasn't a time that I wasn't aware. But my focus is just on what's happening a little bit. But pretty impressive to do that. Obviously, nobody's done it. So it's incredible that he was able to come up with those numbers.
Is there a weird kind of pressure on a coach when a guy is making history in that fashion?
There's a little bit. The good thing for me is he did it early most nights. There was a night in PA where it was the last shift, pulled goaltender, I think, but that was the only one that was late. Most of them were done in the first period, so then I didn't have to worry about things.
To add Caden Lynch and Andrew Basher here in the finals, Willie, what does that do for this lineup here? And you get to have the team you've been hoping for since the start of the season.
Yeah, it's big. With Lindstrom, really excited to get him back, but he's under a process here. We're not quite sure exactly where he'll be. He got cleared to play, but what does that mean? We'll have to evaluate every game. So it's not that we're he's full bore. You've missed that kind of time. You're going to work through it. So we'll evaluate his ability to play after every game. But saying that, if we get him one game, I'm excited to get him one game. He's such a great athlete. A real character person, so we're excited. With Basha, same thing. He said from the day he was going to get operated on, he was going to come back, and I agreed with him just so he wouldn't keep talking, but I didn't think there was any chance he'd be back, none. And he kept saying, and every day he went and working in the Flames. I know how impressed they were with how hard he tried and what he did. So it was pretty impressive that he was able to make it back, because that was a lot of hard work for him to get back.
With both of them and the amount of time they missed, is it just managed expectations of when the third period comes and games get long?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I have no idea. That's the one thing that's hard for me right now. As a coach, you want to know exactly what you have. I don't know what I have right now going in. They might be able to play one period, they might be able to play the full game. I don't know. So we'll have to give a lot of reads as the game goes on. But saying that, I'm still really excited to see them.
Even if they haven't been on the ice, they've had some of the biggest reactions often, those big moments, like you kind of mentioned. What does that mean for the team when, these guys who'd give anything to be on the ice are still giving it their all to cheer them on?
Yeah, it is pretty impressive. I think the guys really appreciate it. We are a tight group, led by our captain, Oasis Weisblatt's been such a great leader for this group and brought it together. We do cheer for each other's success. So the guys are excited to see both those guys. They know what it can mean. So it's something that we're looking forward to. We're not sure what we got, but we'll soon see.
What do you think you got on the other side of the ice in Spokane, another high-octane offense?
Yeah, they're an outstanding team. They're really well coached. Their coaches have been there before. They know what to expect. So it's going to be tough. You watch them in other series. They just capitalize every chance they capitalize. And to me, they just about tease you that you think you got something, then they just take it away and away they go the other way. So they're always a threat, and that'll be hard. That's hard to play against that. So we're aware of it though, but they got a great team over there.
2 other Player of the Year finalists in Berkeley Catton and Andrew Crystal. How do you go about trying to limit their opportunities?
That's a good one because we'll limit them. We won't stop it for sure. They're going to get chances. I think they're going to do the same thing they're doing with McKenna. That's what we'll be trying to do with them. Like both teams will be trying to play them tight. They'll be trying to get pressure from behind. They're 2 explosive players, and they're going to get chances. So, like you say, we got to limit them, and it's just being smart. We got to really manage the puck well. We can't force things and give turnovers. We got to manage the puck.
You mentioned the atmosphere around the city. What does it mean to you to have players from the 2004 and 2007 teams coming back to watch tonight?
Yeah, those were exciting groups. Like, they were great groups, and I've stayed in touch with those players forever. But they were a really special team. You look at the 2004 team. That was a blend where they were tough. They could play any way they wanted and be successful. Lots of really, really character guys in that team. Then the 2007 team was just a team that had so much heart. They played with heart. We were a small team. Other teams just tried to run us out of the rink, and those guys battled through and stayed with it. So lots of really, really character guys in both groups, and it's exciting to see them come back.
What goes through your mind immediately when you hear or realize that the last time the Tigers won a championship was the year that Gavin was born?
Well, means I'd like to say that he's probably really young, but that's not the case. So it's been a long time, but it's exciting for everybody, and I guess it means it's time that we got going again.